I'm Bob Hope, and my crossroads was when I lived in New York City. I got an offer to go to New York as Executive Vice President of Burson Marsteller, which was the largest PR firm at the time. I was, went through a recruiting process, and I'd moved my family up there, and I had two teenage daughters, and had, certainly my wife from Athens, Georgia, and I'd say every day for 4 years I'd hear, get us back home. This is, people up here keep saying, why would you leave someplace like Atlanta, for the lifestyle up here? Part of our traveling, we decided to drive through the desert to go to Tucson. And while we were in the middle of the desert, our car caught on fire. And it was on fire. It was ablaze, and I was panicked, pulled off to the side, and nobody driving by seemed like they wanted to help us. And we were just sort of stranded there. And Susan jumped out of the car and she said, "You have ruined my life." Said, "Here we are broken down the desert and you have me living in New York City." And I thought for a minute, and I realized if I told her I could get her out of the desert, she'd never believe me because I had no idea what I was going to do. So I said, "Give me a year and I'll get you back home." It really sort of set the priorities for what I wanted to do for the remainder of my life. When you look at a crossroads, you realize that maybe whatever you did might be right. When I was in New York, I had more money than I have now, but at the same time, here, I have the satisfaction of being able to jump in and work in things in the community. They don't show up on anybody's organizational chart as what you do when you're successful, but in my mind, those are the things that I would like to do with my lifetime.